So this is actually going to be long because this is a serious topic. Again, I apologize because I actually missed over this question when I was working through the drafts. So there are kind of two main beliefs. One belief on this side, one belief on this side, and then I'll share you what I believe because I'm kind of in the middle. Here's the thing. There is no definitive biblical evidence of what happens to a person who commits suicide if they are a Christ follower. There is no definitive biblical example of a person who commits suicide and then we are told, yes, they are in the kingdom of heaven. That I can recall. I could be wrong. If someone finds me wrong, that's great. I make mistakes, not all the time, but I'm due. So on this side are the people who believe that only God can take a life. God is the author of life. He is the giver of life and therefore the only one authorized to take a life. Other people can take someone's life, murder, killing, all that goes on. But if that happens, it is against God's will. So they believe if a person commits suicide, they're violating God's will. Over here are the other people who think, but if they have committed their life to Christ and they have given him their heart, mind, body, and soul, but maybe they're sick. Maybe they don't want to be in this world anymore. Maybe they're Maybe they're older and ready to go home. Maybe they're mentally challenged and this is the choice they make, but they have committed their life to Christ. People think, yeah, they'll be seen in heaven. Over here, people who say, nope, only God can take a life. Over here, people say, but if you've given your life to Christ, God shows grace. I believe both are right. I sit in the middle because I think, and this is biblical, no one can leave this life unless they have already made a decision either to follow Christ or to reject Christ. God will not allow them to leave this life unless they made that decision, because that decision determines whether they go to heaven or whether they get separated from God for eternity in hell. So they have to have made that decision. If a person has made that decision, then it's hard for me to justify the way they leave this life changes that decision. So I sit in the middle. I think God shows grace. God makes that decision based on that person's relationship with him. And that may not answer your question, but that's the best that I can do.